Hello, YouTube. This is Recovering Yankee. All the celery has been washed and cut into approximately 2 to 3 inch lengths. And the reason for cutting celery into 2 or 3 inch lengths, according to this book and according to the juicers, the people that do the juicing in these juicers, the stringy stuff, the stringy fiber stuff in celery is enough to clog up the blade, most of the blades of these juicers. So by cutting it in 3 inch or 2 inch pieces, it doesn't allow the stringy fibers to wrap themselves around the blade. So let me show you what has happened here. We are out of power now. The power has gone out. So everything's in the dark. I cannot use the juicer. I have it set up on the table to use. I have the celery set up for use. And let me get up and show you something else. The juicer has been washed, all the parts. I'm going to leave that soapy water there. So when I get done with the juicer, I just have to put it back in the water and wash it off again. Thinking smart, efficiently. I don't have to waste soap, right? Okay, so let me go back over to the table. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue reading the benefits of celery juice from Dr. Walker. Okay, celery is rich in salt or sodium. The regular table salt is composed of insoluble, inorganic elements. Varicose veins, hardening of the arteries, and other ailments have been traced to the excessive use of this type of salt. Salt is necessary in the generation and functions of digestive fluids in the system. Without salt, good digestion is virtually impossible. But such salt must be entirely soluble in water. Every cell in the body constantly bathed in solution of saline water, and if this is not maintained, and its required level of dehydration sets in. In the commercial production of table salt, extremely high temperatures are used, around 1500 degrees Fahrenheit, to solidify the salt with additives and adulterants to coat the salt crystals and cause the salt to pour readily under nearly all conditions. Such salt is not completely water soluble. To overcome this handicap, whenever we need to use salt, we use rock salt, the pure rock salt used in water purifiers. Rock salt is obtained from soil, sodium, rock formations, and is not subjected to heat. This salt we have found to be soluble in water, and its use, in moderation, of course, is found to be compatible and satisfactory. In order to use it, we grind it into the finest we desire, in small nut or coffee grinder, such as Molinex or any of the smaller grinders sold by health food stores. Such rock salt is natural catalyst which the enzymes in the body can cause to be utilized constructively. Rock salt will usually be found to contain the following elements: sodium chloride 90 to 95%, calcium sulfate 0.05 to 1%, magnesium sulfate 0.05 to 1%, magnesium chloride 0.05 to 1%. The moisture content may run from 2.5% to 6%, while occasionally there is a trace of insoluble matter. The regular table salt is likely to contain, in addition to the above elements, in quite different proportions: potassium chloride, potassium sulfate, magnesium bromide, calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, barium chloride, strontium chloride. Most of these elements tend to inhibit the dissolving of the salt in water. During hot, dry weather, we have found it most soothing and comforting to drink a tumbler full of fresh, raw celery juice during the morning and another in the afternoon between meals. Let me turn this around. You don't have to see the pages, so I'm just going to have you looking at me. This has the effect of normalizing the body temperature, with the result that we are perfectly comfortable while those around us are drenched in perspiration and sweltering discomfort. Nice, because I live in the low country of South Carolina, where it's very, very warm and humid all the time, and I sweat like a pig. No, I'm not a pig. I sweat like a cow, a whale. going to change that though. Sodium is one of the important elements in the elimination of carbon dioxide from the system. Deficiency of vital organic sodium results in bronchial and lung troubles, which are aggravated by the presence of extraneous matter in the lungs, such as tobacco smoke. Such deficiency is one of the concomitant causes of premature aging, particularly in women. As a matter of fact, women who smoke age about 15 years during every 5 years in which they smoke. Nicotine is to a great extent the cause of so-called frayed nerves. Smoking does not in any way alleviate, but rather aggravates the condition. The use of tobacco creates only a temporary state of mental well-being at the cost of a more or less permanent degeneration of tissues, though, of course, advertising speaks falsely to the contrary. Tobacco smoke has the effect of inhibiting the taste buds. The combination of celery with other juices is generally beneficial, and certain formulas have been used to help clear up deficiency in other conditions in the body, with almost phenomenal results. When combined with other juices, the proportion of the elements in each individual juice is, of course, changed to correspond to the sum total of the similar elements in other juices. Thus, we get a totally different formula when juices are combined than we have in any one of the juices individually. It is the discovery of the effect of these combinations and formulas that has proved of such immeasurable benefit to ailing humanity from cradle to the grave. In the case of nervous afflictions resulting from the degeneration of the sheeting of the nerves, the abundant use of carrot and celery juice has helped to restore these to their normal condition and thus alleviate or remove the affliction. Celery is very high in magnesium and iron content, a combination which is invaluable as a food for blood cells. Many diseases of the nerves and blood system are due chiefly to the inorganic mineral elements and salts taken into the body by means of devitalized foods and sedatives. If there is an inadequate supply of sulfur, iron, calcium in the diet, or even if there is an abundant supply of these, but in devitalized inorganic form, then asthma, rheumatism, hemorrhoids, and other disturbances may result. Unbalanced proportions of sulfur and phosphorus in the diet may create conditions of mental irritability, neurasthenia, and even insanity. Also, many diseases hitherto ascribed to excessive uric acid in the system may really be caused by the consumption of foods too rich in phosphoric acid and deficient in sulfur. The combination of carrot and celery juice furnishes a balance of these organic minerals, an excellent combination to combat tendencies toward these diseases and help to restore the body to normalcy where these afflictions have started or taken root. Now, when I was carrot juicing years ago, all those back in 90, when I was, let's see here, when was it? I got out of the Navy in 93. So I bought a juicer shortly after I got out of the Navy. I had an apartment in Pennsylvania. And I started juicing from 93 till, let's say, 2000 for 7 years. And my health was excellent. My health was absolutely, absolutely excellent. I never had any sinus issues like I have now. I was not overweight. I did not have difficulty staying thin. I did not have difficulty going to the gym and working out because I was eating carrot. I was drinking carrot juice mixed with beets and apples and celery. I used to put some garlic in it. And obviously, I don't think my wife liked that very much with the garlic, but as I tell my kids, if your friends don't like the garlic smell, then you need to get some new friends. Anyway, when I was juicing before, I was very, very healthy. I never had a problem in my life. I didn't have any health issues. I didn't have any diabetes. I didn't have heart disease, or I was definitely not overweight. Also, I was much younger then. I got out of the Navy, I was 28 years old. So I'm going to account for some of this health because of my youthfulness at that time. But as I started getting older and I stopped juicing, guess what happened? I started gaining weight. And then I started eating, for a while, I tried veganism. Uh, and here's what happened. I was eating these vegan foods that were pre-processed, like tofurkeys, which are delicious, and those gardenia. Um, oh, the power just went back on. Gardenia uh, vegetarian chicken things. They taste like chicken. They look like chicken, but it's actually made out of vegetables. I think they used to call it wheat meat. And I was eating that a lot, and I wasn't eating salads. I wasn't eating a lot of raw fruit, and I wasn't eating vegetables. So um, I gained weight. If you eat, I don't care if you eat vegan food that's junk or vegan food that's pre-processed, you have a chance to gain weight. So anyway, um, I gained weight. I gained a lot of weight. And then before you know, once you start gaining weight, if you don't stop it in time, then it becomes too difficult to go exercise. And then that starts a depression cycle. And the depression cycle starts where you know you're gaining weight, you know your pants are getting tight, your shirts are getting tight, and now you got to go up to the next size, or two sizes, or three sizes. You start out at a 30-inch waist and you get up to a 46-inch waist pretty quickly. And then by that time, now it's difficult to bend over and do sit-ups and jumping jacks. It's difficult to uh, be active. You start losing activity, and then at the same time, if you're a man, you start losing testosterone. If you're a woman, you start losing estrogen, I guess. And then it starts, sealing off, capping off your bones, and all your blood vessels stop growing as much as they should, and your health just starts going down. And then, as I read in the book, you're eating salt, inorganic salt, and it's just going in your body as calcium, or what they were just saying, causes calcium in the body or somehow. I just read it to you. And then before you know, you're starting to get out of health. And now, like I am now, I'm having great difficulty with digestion. Even when I was doing the rice diet, I was not digesting the foods. I was bloated every day, and didn't look like my stomach was going down at all. I've been hearing a lot about celery juice, and I thought I would give it a try. Apparently, celery juice gets rid of the bloating, and celery juice gets rid of the stuff that's blocking the passages in my belly, all the digestive tracts. It blocks all that stuff. So the celery unblocks it, which is good. I heard a story one time, and I remember seeing something like this at the Smithsonian Institute. They said that when John Wayne died, they did an autopsy on his body, and he had over 40 pounds of undigested meats in his colon. 40 pounds. And the reason I think that your colon gets all in your digestive tract gets clogged up is the same reason plumbing pipes get clogged up. It only takes a little bit of hair from your head, or not my head, my hair is so short it can't get stuck in the drain, but let's say you have average hair length, or long hair like my son, or, sometimes women have a lot of long hair. It only takes a little bit of that hair to fall off your head and get down and block the drain. Most plumbers will tell you the same thing I just said. It's usually just a little bit of hair that's blocking the whole drain. And it doesn't seem like the hair would be able to stop all the water or all the fluid from flowing down the drain. But it does. So there could be little pieces using the same thinking process, the same logic as I just mentioned in my analogy with the plumbing. There could be little tiny pieces, because I've been doing cleanses for a long time, but apparently I haven't gotten everything out. And when I started doing the rice diet, I was losing weight, as you saw every day I was weighing myself. But some little things were getting blocked in my digestive tract, I imagine, and it was causing me to have more inflammation. So at a certain point, I wasn't losing weight, and I was gaining weight because of inflammation. So that is why I'm doing now the 7 days or 14 days or maybe 30 days of celery juice. Last night I had the worst sinuses in the world. I couldn't believe it. My sinuses were just clogged up. I think I went through a whole roll of paper toweling, blowing my nose. And I'm sick. I'm sick of this, and I'm sick of being fat and overweight. I'm sick of the anger that I feel every single day. I'm getting angry in my mind. I'm getting angry. I react quickly in a temper sort of manner. And I'm not happy with myself anymore. I'm also not happy with this friggin' excuse I use whenever I get a little depressed or anxiety because of something going on in my life that I have to run away, right away, run to go get some junk food. That's got to stop. Something I was thinking of the other day when I was out in the yard doing work was, gosh, my heart beats funny now. It doesn't give me a full pump, and it's because I'm so freaking fat, and it's because of all this inflammation in my body. So I imagine there's inflammation in my heart. Some people want to have the love of their life in their heart. I have inflammation in my heart. That's going to stop. That's the reason I bought this juicer. I am so psyched to start juicing. I want to continue and give some trust to Dr. Kempner because I know that so many thousands of people have been treated by his treatments. But I also want to supercharge it by juicing. I want to get all the internals cleaned out, all the organs. I guarantee that I have non-alcoholic fatty liver. Do I know that for a fact? No, I've not been to the doctor to get that verified. But if you look at where I'm fat on my body, my legs are not fat, my arms are not fat, my neck, chest, and stomach are fat. Look at this, I got man boobs, right? That's got to stop. I'm sick of myself, and I'm going to stop it. So, I'm going to be juicing. I'm going to add it to the carrot juice. I'm going to add it to the Kempner's rice diet. And I'm going to lose 100 freaking pounds or 120 pounds. I don't know exactly what my end game is as far as weight is concerned. When I got out of the Navy, I was 165 pounds and I was 27 years old. Maybe 165 is too light. Maybe I'll look like the shitter guy on Christine, with a big, all my ribs showing. Okay, maybe I don't want to look that way. I don't want to be emaciated. So I'm going to probably, when I get down to a certain weight, I'm going to start metering how much I do. But also, I'm not going to stay in phase 1 of the rice diet for the next 6 months because phase 1, without supervision, causes a person to get extremely hungry. I'm hoping the juice that I'm going to start making today, I'm hoping the juice will fill in the extra because of all the nutrients that my body will not say, oh, you don't have enough calories, so I'm going to go eat some more. From what I understand, that's what juice does. Your body does not necessarily need the calories as much as it needs the nutrients. The juicing gives your body the nutrients. Okay? So, it's not 100% according to Dr. Kempner's rice diet. I know that. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done because I've got to flush all that junk around my belly. If I've got non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and probably my kidneys are surrounded in fat, and probably my pancreas is surrounded in fat, and my brain's probably surrounded in fat. I can't even think anymore. I can't concentrate as much as I used to. I can't think of the things I used to think of. So, I need to change. I could be dying without even knowing it. I don't want to die. I want to live. I'm more effective if I'm living than if I'm dead. I'm more able to help my son if I'm living than if I'm dead. So my motivation now cannot be my feelings. If I have bad feelings, I'm going to go eat some ice cream. Or if I have bad feelings, I'm going to eat some cake or pizza or whatever. It's got to stop. I got to shut my feelings out like Mr. Spock. I can't keep doing this stuff where I go on a diet for a couple weeks, lose some weight, break the diet because of some anxiety issue, and then gain all the weight back, and then start over again. That's absolutely ridiculous. I know that some of you have the same problem. It's called comfort eating. So I'm asking you to be patient with me as I overcome this comfort eating issue. And if you have the same comfort eating issue, I'm asking you to do the same thing. Do your best not to comfort eat. Okay? Comfort eating is a way to have destruction. It's just destroying your health. It may feel good at the time. Oh, wow, I'm so anxiety prone because this and that happened at work, or this and that happened with my dog, or my house, the roof is leaking and I need a plumber to come and fix the sinks. Whatever. My car broke down. I can't have to walk to work or something. Whatever. Oh, my neighbor died. My best friend died, or whatever. Okay? Listen. Shut your feelings off as best as you can, and don't let the feelings dictate how you're going to live your life, because the feelings, as Mr. Spock would say, are irrational. All they do is cause pain, misery, and suffering. So shut your feelings off to the best of your ability. And maybe if this juicing works, then you start juicing as well. You don't have to buy this juicer. This is a very nice juicer, I'm sure. But buy what you can afford. But first, let me start the juicer today. Let me see what happens with the juicing, adding it to the rice diet. Dr. Kempner, I'm going to give you a little more trust. But if I can't control my urges to eat or my impulses to eat, then I'm going to go to a different diet altogether. Because I'm telling you, eating 850 to 1,000 calories a day, all I think about is food. I think about pizza. I think about burgers. I think about chicken nuggets. I live near a strip that has nothing but fast food places: Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, 2 Subways. They got a new place opening up called, I can't even think of the name. There's hamburger joints. Oh, McDonald's. Anyway, they're all here. So, plus I can go to the supermarket and just get potato chips or whatever. So, listen. I have to do this because I do not want to die and leave my son without a father. I have to change. I have to shut off my emotions when it comes to various anxieties that make me want to go eat something. I have to shut my emotions off. Or, quite simply, I'm going to die. Now, again, I don't know for a fact that I have any heart disease. I don't have any diabetes. I don't have cancer. I don't have emphysema or whatever. I don't even have any methahonolulu, whatever these diseases are called. I don't have any. I'm just overweight. And as a result, I have inflammation throughout my entire belly. I know my organs are surrounded in excess fat. I know that's got to happen. It's got to change. Sometimes I feel like I'm sorry because I'm such a loser. I want to be a winner for you guys, but I got a little nail thing here going on. I'm trying to pick it off. I feel like if I don't do this diet well, I'm letting you down. I'm not only letting myself down. I'm not only letting my son down. I'm not only letting my mom down. I'm not only setting myself up for next Thanksgiving if she sees me when I walk in the door. She goes, "Oh, you're too fat," like that. First thing she's going to be out of her mouth. "You're too fat." Okay? I agree with her now. I'm sick of myself. But I don't want to let you guys down. I hate letting people down. I hate letting you down. Then some of you will say, "Wow, obviously this diet's not working because you can't do it." Oh, man. It's true. It's a difficult diet to do because of the emotional aspects of it and the fact that you're starving yourself. You are starving yourself. I'm starving myself by doing this diet. And so I've got to make it work. I have to make it work. I will make it work. And I hope I don't fail myself again. Because the only person that's really failing here is me. And I weighed myself this morning. I don't even want to tell you what I weigh, but I'm pretty much back where I started. almost a year ago. When did I start? March, maybe. I'm almost back up to that same weight again. So it's not the diet. The rice diet does work. I want to reiterate that. The rice diet does work. The downside of the rice diet is what causes it not to work, where you're taking in 850 to 1,000 calories a day with totally bland food with no salt, no seasonings, no uh, oils, and the idea that the supermarket and the fast food stores are right next door. Okay, that's the part of the rice diet that doesn't work, is the self control and the fast food places and comfort eating. That's what makes the diet fail. But if I could learn how to control myself, if I could learn how to control my impulses, I should make it. I should make it. And those little stunts I pull when I do these pepper testings, and then I eat ice cream, what the freaking hell? Come on, man. My note to the chef, no pepper tastings between now and the time I lose 100 pounds. Okay? Okay, so my next video, I'm going to turn this off here. I ranted for a while. I apologize if I offended anyone. I hope I didn't offend anyone. Anyway, I'm going to turn this video off. I'm going to load it up. And then my next video, which would be in a few minutes, is I'm going to put the juicer together. I'm going to show you step by step how to put this particular juicer together. And then I'm going to start juicing the celery because it's now in the middle of the afternoon. I haven't eaten anything all day yet. So, anyway, please like and subscribe and share. And I want to be totally honest with everyone. When I fail, that's some of the. I started the cleanse. I did the 3-day juice cleanse. I did it for 2 days. Then some bad things happened in my life, which I'm not talking about. But bad things happened in my life, and I went right back off the diet. I got off the cleanse, went right back on the bad foods again. Then I started working on the other diet. I got onto it for about 3 days, the master cleanse. I messed up. I went back off of it. So my emotional problems have got to stop. Obviously, I can't control what happens to me. I can't control what goes on in my life. But I need to start doing stress reduction. I bought some DVDs for doing Qigong, which is what helps you get rid of stress. So, anyway, maybe some of you feel the same way I feel about your diets. Maybe you feel like, oh, I wish there was a diet that worked. I know the rice diet works. I know it does. It's just got to be, you got to have something extra in there in order to keep you satisfied and satiated. And I believe if you have enough nutrients, which is what the juice is for, the juicing, if you have enough nutrients, your body will say, okay, I don't need as many calories if I have so many nutrients. I'm hoping that's how juicing works, okay? And I'm being absolutely honest with you. I feel like a loser because I'm letting people down. I'm letting myself down, I'm letting my son, I'm letting you and you and you and you and you and you and all of you. I'm letting you down. So anyway, peace to you. I'm going to feel better about myself. Peace to you, and get cracking with your diet. Let me start making this juice. Okay, bye. Oh, hit like and subscribe and share with your friends.